For these sailors, it doesn't get much bigger than this. The Offshore Services Regatta is the pinnacle of military offshore sailing, and here at the Joint Services Sailing Club in Gosport, final preparations are underway. So another year, another offshore sailing regatta, and of course the RAF is hosting it this year. How are you feeling going in?
It's going to be a good year this year. I'm happy with the crew we've got. We've pulled a good crew together. So and the boat's in good order this year. We're not running around doing lots of last minute prep. So I think we're in a good position going forwards. And it's light airs. I quite like the light airs. So I'm hoping that will pay into our favour on the offshore series.
And how does it feel for the RAF to be hosting it this year? Does it give you a bit extra spring in your step at all?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good honour to be, part of it and to have the RAF leading it this year. And it means we've been involved in the development of the racing this year.
And of course, the Fujitsu British Soldier is the reigning champion boat. Does that bring you a lot of confidence, or is it added pressure?
So I think confidence more than anything else. We know the boat is going well. We've had some good racing this season, and that really helps. So when you don't have the niggle underneath, a little bit of doubt beneath you that the ship is not up to it, and you know that it's all on you, actually that's a decrease in pressure rather than worrying about the fact that the boat might be slow.
Of course, we can see up on your mast that the Royal Navy Sailing Association is celebrating its 90th year this year. Of course, the Army pipped you to the post last year. I mean, what would it mean for you and for the Royal Navy to win on your 90th year?
It would mean a lot for us to win in our 90th year. We're really hoping to bring the win this year, and it would mean a lot for us to beat the Army RAF.
Of course, as team captain, you're captaining both boats, but you'll be going out on Sovereign. What are you most looking forward to?
So I'm mostly looking forward to the offshore racing. It should be really good, really challenging. And actually the inshore racing as part of Tattinger Regatta should also be great fun. So great week sailing.
This year, the teams will sail along the English Channel, one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. And the responsibility of designing the racecourses falls to the race officer.
Yeah, so my job is to provide the race courses and to provide safe racing for the competitors. It's entirely up to the competitors to take part in the racing, but I'll provide them with race courses that take them as far as Worthing out to the east, down towards Poole in the west, and at the end of the first race we'll take them into Yarmouth. Then we'll start a second race from Yarmouth, which will take them back to Yarmouth sometime on Friday before they join the Tattinger Regatta, which is a regatta run out of the Royal Solent Yacht Club down on the western end of the Isle of Wight.
And of course, as is always the case with sailing, the weather can be very changeable. It looks very changeable this week with some rain expected towards the weekend. What sort of challenges do you think the weather and the conditions is going to pose to these boats this week?
So I think the biggest challenge is going to be the light spots. During the first two races we've got some periods where there's very, very little wind at all. So the boats may well have to be very, very tactical. They may well have to go inshore to get out of the current, and they may even end up setting an anchor to stop themselves drifting backwards on the current while they're waiting for the wind to come back in. So the first two races of the week, starting Tuesday morning and Thursday morning, will be tactical and will be hugely driven by the weather conditions.
With all the teams in position out in the Solent, the Offshore Services Regatta officially got underway. The IRC class boats were the first to cross the start line, with the Royal Navy team choosing not to hang around. The RAF and the Army trailed behind. Then the cruisers got their race underway, as the team sailed out into the open sea for a week of offshore and inshore races. After a few days at sea, the Navy emerged as the overall winners of the offshore series, before the Army cruised home to the inshore series title. In the end, the Army did just enough to retain the overall title that they won last year, denying the Navy the title by just a single point. Craig Tilley, BFBS Forces News, the Solent.